Hey there. I am back with kind of a different video. Today I'm going to show you some um, of my sort of self-care kit. I have quite a few items. Um, these all help alleviate anxiety if you are highly sensitive. Okay, let me start with, let's start with supplements. Okay, ashwagandha. I don't sell this stuff. This is just, I'm just sharing all of the resources that I have. Ashwagandha supports the adrenals and helps to, it supports the adrenals, which handle our stress response to life. You know, as we go through our day, and sometimes we're a little more stressed, other times we're, um, and this has made a real difference for me because I am, if you did not know, I am an empath. I am highly sensitive. And yeah, I'm wired. My nervous system is very, how can I put this? It's, tightly wound. And so I am somebody who's had to learn. You know, I've had problems with my adrenals in the past, and I've had to learn because it was very unconscious. I just thought that's the way I felt. I just was wound up inside. And I had to learn what the effects of stress were on my body, and then figure out what to use. And I had to go through actually a health crisis before I figured out some of these things. So one of them is ashwagandha. There is a more powerful thing for the adrenals, but I'm going to save that for some other time, or if you want to message me about that, if you're like in a crisis, because I don't really give out health advice or anything. I can only share what I've been through and what's helped me. But this is a really great stabilizer. This one is Gaia Herbs, and I do believe you can get it safely, or you have been able to get it over Amazon. Also, L-theanine. Can get this from Now Vitamins. And L-theanine is the same thing I think that is in green tea. And it is something that is calming to the nervous system. Another really great thing for the nerves. I feel so funny doing this. I've never done this before, but I just am trying to pull out all of my resources. If you are highly sensitive and you watch my videos, I want you to have just all the information you can use. Magnesium. So I take this giant thing of Calm Magnesium. It comes in different flavors. You just get it from the health food store, and it sort of creates like a fizzy drink. Magnesium really helps the function of our nerves. So those are the supplements. And then I have like some remedies. So I want to show you, Rescue Remedy is a Bach flower essence. It's very popular. It's widely known. Some people haven't heard of it, but it comes in a spray like this, and you can get it from the health food store or online. You just spritz it under your tongue. And flower essences are distilled, and this, I forget the blend actually, but this is good for stress. And if you're highly sensitive and you haven't tried homeopathics or flower essences, I highly recommend, because they work very well, much better for us sometimes than like a pharmaceutical cocktail of some kind, because those sometimes are too much for us if we're high wired. You can also get the Rescue Remedy in like lozenges like that. This is like $7. It's really easy to get. And those really help. I feel a difference immediately. Now, if you have issues with insomnia, or just like you can't calm down, like calm your thoughts, and you've done, you know, breathing and worked on everything, this is a really wonderful thing. It's a cranial electrotherapy stimulator. cranial electrotherapy stimulator. And it's also called, um, it's like microcurrent. You know, sometimes it's like it has a battery in it, and it has a little bit of electricity. Sometimes you can put it on sore muscles, microcurrent. You can put these pads on, and then you turn it on and it kind of vibrates. So this is what this looks like. And they're different. They're, you know, it's a medical device actually. And it helps with insomnia. And what you do is you attach these things to your ears. This is kind of fun. Woo. Just put those on there, and they just send like the tiniest little bit of current, and it stimulates the glands in your head, and helps you go to sleep. It actually stimulates melatonin. And so I'll have to post a link to that. I don't have that right this second, but I'll do that. Okay. Then I'm looking at this stone wondering exactly what it is. I'm not completely remembering what this is, this turquoise stone, so I can't really speak on that, but I love it. What I can speak on is obsidian. Not sure that this one is obsidian, actually. Obsidian can be very helpful to put in your pocket. It's black, and you know, it's good for protection and shutting out stuff that you don't want to come in to your subconscious, which is where things often can enter your mind-body system and your energy field. I also have, and I've used this for many, many, many years. This was like one of the first stones I ever used. It's fluorite, and it looks like this, or this is another piece. It's sort of, it can be like this one has a little streak of purple in it. And fluorite is really a very essential stone for empaths, and I'll tell you why. Empaths often have an open energy field, and what that means is we're not contained. You know, we don't have, you know, if you have a lot of Pisces planets, you might be an empath. You don't have to, that's not a necessity. That's just the astrological way of looking at it. So when your field is just open and you're soaking up the vibes around you like a psychic sponge, this stone will help to not allow cords. So what happens is, you know, we're energetic beings, right? And so we'll think of someone, sometimes they'll call, and that's an energy, you know, connection. And what this does is it pulls those, it doesn't allow the cord to plug in. I used to get a lot of headaches when I was in my 20s, and I worked in social work and in the field a lot. And some tough environments sometimes I was in, and sometimes I've just come home and have a migraine. And or if I went when I was doing my graduate studies, sometimes I would go on site on campus to you know, to a seminar or something, and there'd be lots of other people, and they were very intense because it's transpersonal psychology, and I would get a migraine, and it was an overload of energy. I could feel it, and I'd be like, oh my God. And I would go and either have a healing session from my helpers, my disembodied helpers, or I would often carry fluorite. You know, I would put fluorite on my head and on the back of my head at the base of my skull and on my forehead, and it would drain that energy out. It would just release that energy. So I really recommend fluorite. I've used this for many, many years. The last one is amethyst. This is for your head, and it's about, so we each have information coming into us that is helpful to guide us moment to moment. That's our intuition, and this helps get a clear channel. Amethyst helps you get the telephone line, the stream of information that's meant to connect with you, whereas the fluorite is getting rid of the psychic smog, which is just the proliferation of off-gassing that goes on through people's thoughts and feelings that empaths are sensitive to. So you might have to rewind through this just to look at the products again. Again, I'm just sharing from my heart during this time, everything I have. There are ways to manage a sensitive energy field, and these are some tools that I use. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you need to reach me, there's some links below, and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.